Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. General Hospital sees Ava Jerome, Maura West, panicking because she is flat broke, and she may soon go to extremes to pay her $2 million in debts. Is she going to turn to an enemy of Sonny's, Maurice Bernard, for help? We're going to talk about whether Ava will sell out Sonny to solve her financial problems after he just pushed her too far, and Christina Corintheos Davis, Kate Mansi, tries to kill her this week. Ava is scrambling to find a large chunk of cash so she doesn't lose her art galleries and her only sources of income, because the fact is, she owes the IRS a big old pile, and she's not doing really well with the budget. Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros, loaned her some money, but that just kept her afloat for a while longer. It did not solve Ava's money problems. She asked her nephew Lucas Jones, Van Hansis, for a slice of his dad's Julian Jerome's, William DeVry, estate, but he didn't know anything about it and didn't want to. Then Ava also begged Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, for a loan from the Casadine estate, and she was more than happy to tell Ava no. Then, of course, Alexis was ready to high-five Valentine Casadine, James Patrick Stewart, when he told Alexis that he's the one who got Ava's divorce settlement from Nicholas Casadine, Adam Huss, clawed back. Now, the bad thing was when Ava was begging Alexis for help, Christina was there and overheard and did her usual aggressive attitude thing. Then Christina ran to her dad Sonny to tell him to take advantage of Ava's financial situation and grabbed custody away from her. Let's be real, hate Ava or not, we all know she loves her daughter Avery Jerome Corinthos, Ava and Grace Scarola, and Sonny is a mobster. So both of little Avery's parents are individuals with violent track records, but Christina has decided one of them doesn't deserve to be in their daughter's life when it is none of her business. Remember, Sonny had already amicably settled the custody issue with Ava because he couldn't handle the stress going on with his heart, and Christina knows he has a heart condition, but she just had to stir the pot because it's about her, not anybody else. So Christina got Sonny all worked up, and that was what led to the showdown with Ava. And then the heart episode and the collapse after he tried to take advantage after offering her a loan. Avery wants to be around her mother, and Sonny knows that, but Christina prodded him, and Sonny took the bait and acted like a jerk, and it came back to bite him, and the conversation did not go over well. Plus, Ava now knows that Sonny has a health problem, the last thing he wanted. That's Christina's fault too. However, I will say Ava at least doesn't know exactly what Sonny's health problem is, but she has some pretty good ideas, especially after she talked it through with Sonny's brother Rick Lansing, Rick Kirst. The bottom line is Sonny's medical issues could absolutely work to Ava's advantage, even if she doesn't know all the details. She does know that stress triggers it, so all she has to do is push Sonny's buttons, which should be easy because she recently did it, or she can give someone else the information about Sonny's medical condition and tell them how to push those buttons, which could be really, really bad news on General Hospital. Again, Christina set the stage for all of this. And don't forget Ava was just telling Rick how much better off that she'd be if Sonny did go ahead and drop dead. So yeah, I could see Ava doing something first, because she's desperate to get the cash she needs, and second because Sonny seems to be back around to trying to steal her daughter. You could only corner someone to some extent, you know. It's like you back a dog into a corner, you get bitten, and that's what we're seeing. All of this could put Sonny at risk, because Ava may feel like she has no other choice but to sell him out to an enemy. Let's be real, Sonny's got plenty of enemies. All Ava needs is one of them with deep pockets and a big grudge who wants to know what she knows and how she can help them access Sonny or know where his vulnerable spots are in his security, or in this case in his personal life with his medical issue. One person who might offer Ava a couple 2 or 3 million to get this information and cooperation is Jen Sidwell, Carlo Rota. He wants Sonny out of the way so he has access to the peers and other things Sonny controls, and Sidwell is filthy rich. Plus, Ava already met him and got flirty and chummy with Sidwell when he was at her art gallery buying an expensive painting. And he's invited her out to the house to help hang it and give him some more advice. Ava might take the chance to dangle a carrot in front of Sidwell and let him know that she knows things about Sonny he might want to know, you know. And in the past, Ava denied she knew anything about his business. But we all know that's not true. So another possibility for a dirty deal that she might make is Congressman Drew Kane Quatermain, Cameron Matheson. He and Ava might get together. He's loaded and awful, and she might offer to do his bidding, whatever he needs. Remember, Drew was open to the notion from Sidwell about eminent domain to take Sonny's peers. So this might be a win across the board. There's no doubt that Drew could benefit from Sonny's downfall. But there are plenty of other things Ava could do to help Drew. He might love to have a lackey at his disposal, and of course money is no object. I will say I think Ava would think twice before doing dirty business with Drew, just because Nina hates him, and so does her friend Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr. But if Ava is so desperate financially that no one's off limits, she may feel like she has no choice. Then, of course, there is whoever this mystery person is who planted the bomb in Sonny's penthouse. We know it's not Drew, and likely not Sidwell, because Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, seems to believe him. So we'll find out more on it this week, because recently Valentin told Sonny it was someone from Pikeman, which may or may not be true. Ironically, it could be Valentin himself, and he just lied to Sonny's base. Another possibility is Brennan, Charles Major, who has a past association with Pikeman. And of course, Valentin hinted Brennan may be overall director of the whole WSB, so that's a complication. In the end, Sonny's penthouse explosion may be WSB or Pikeman related. If Brennan's behind it, somebody like Ava might be very useful to him. And the WSB has plenty of assets and resources, and could give her a couple of million. Obviously, it would be horrible if Ava conspired with whatever person that burned Michael Corinthos, Chad Duell, to a crisp. But first of all, Ava has done so many terrible things before, so let's not think that she wouldn't do this terrible thing. You know, second is that it could be that there is a new pikeman leader that may approach Ava if they still want Sonny dead, and maybe they did or didn't have something to do with the bombing. But let's be real, Ava would get into that. So we have sexy stranger Marco coming back to Port Charles soon, well back coming to Port Charles. We saw him in Miami. That was the guy Lucas met, and he is allegedly the son of Natalia Rogers Ramirez, Eva LaRue, and Sidwell. And reportedly Marco has ties to some dirty mob sort of dealings, some kind of organized crime things. Maybe related to his dad's operation, maybe he's got his own. Marco may meet Ava Jerome through her handsome nephew Lucas, and that could have them starting to conspire against Sonny. She may get an offer she can't afford to refuse from a very bad man, no matter who it is. Making things worse this week, Christina slices through Ava's brake lines, causing a horrific car crash. I can imagine that after this happens, she's going to realize that it was either Sonny or Christina that tried to kill her because Christina hates her, and Sonny literally just threatened her life the other day. So once that goes down, all bets may be off, and Ava may sell whatever info she has about Sonny to the highest bidder, no matter who it is, no matter what they want the information for. You know, Ava's financial desperation drove her to beg Sonny for a loan, and he may have cause to regret not just saying yes, and instead letting Christina getting him all riled up. This all could come back to bite him if Ava makes a big money deal to save her butt. And she does it with somebody who's got an agenda against Sonny. The drama on General Hospital continues to heat up as one of the show's most intriguing characters, Ava Jerome, finds herself in an unimaginable financial crisis. As fans of the popular soap opera know, Ava has never been a stranger to trouble, whether it's family drama, her complicated relationships, or her connection to the mob world. But this latest predicament may be the one that forces her to take drastic measures. Ava's life has always been a balancing act. She's navigated the treacherous waters of Port Charles with a mix of charm, cunning, and at times, ruthless ambition. A woman who has experienced both love and betrayal in equal measure, Ava has always known how to play the game. But as her financial situation begins to spiral out of control, she finds herself in a corner with limited options and even fewer allies. For those who have been following General Hospital over the past few months, it's clear that Ava has not been operating the co-owner of the Metro Court, one of the most successful and influential businesses in Port Charles. Things have taken a dramatic turn. The once thriving empire that Ava helped build with her brother, Julian Jerome, and her husband, Nicholas Casadine, is now under serious threat. In recent weeks, the financial strain on the Jerome family has become apparent, with mounting debts, dangerous business deals, and even more dangerous enemies knocking at their door. Ava's attempts to salvage the situation have been met with resistance. Her relationship with Nicholas has been in turmoil, leaving her with few resources to call upon. With Julian out of the picture and the family's reputation in tatters, Ava's normally sharp business acumen seems to have faltered. But as always, Ava refuses to go down without a fight. Determined to save her fortune and protect her family, Ava begins looking for ways to come up with the cash she so desperately needs to stay afloat. That's when things take a surprising turn. In a shocking twist, Ava turns to someone who could very well be her worst enemy, Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, Nemesis, the ruthless and calculating Cyrus Renault, Jeff Kober. For anyone who's been watching the show for any length of time, the name Cyrus Renault is synonymous with danger. As one of the most dangerous criminals to ever set foot in Port Charles, Cyrus has wreaked havoc on the lives of many of its residents. His sinister dealings and unrelenting quest for power have made him an enemy of nearly everyone, especially Sonny, whose empire has clashed with Renault's at every turn. But as Ava faces mounting financial pressure, she finds herself in the position of having to turn to the man who once tried to ruin her life. The decision to approach Cyrus is not one Ava makes lightly. She is well aware of the danger that comes with dealing with a man like him. His reputation precedes him, and no one in Port Charles trusts him. Yet, desperate times call for desperate measures. Cyrus is a man of wealth, influence, and power, qualities that Ava desperately needs if she's going to keep her family's business afloat and protect her future. If anyone can help her secure the funds necessary to get out of her current crisis, it's him. But there's more at play here than just a simple financial transaction. Ava's decision to turn to Cyrus for help also brings her into direct conflict with Sonny, who is bound to see her actions as a betrayal. Sonny has never been one to forgive easily, especially when it comes to those closest to him. His enemies are many, but betrayal from a family member, someone he once considered an ally, would strike at the very heart of his empire. For Ava, this move could mean alienating Sonny for good, but if it's a choice between surviving the crisis and losing her connection to Sonny's world, it seems that she is willing to take that risk. The stakes are high, and the ramifications of Ava's decision will reverberate throughout the lives of everyone in Port Charles. As she enters into a dangerous alliance with Cyrus, she knows that she is playing with fire. Cyrus is not the kind of man who does favors without expecting something in return, and Ava will need to tread carefully as she navigates this precarious situation. One wrong move, and she could lose everything: her business, her freedom, and possibly even her life. For Cyrus, this is an opportunity to further entrench himself in Port Charles, a city that has long resisted his attempts to control it. While he has made inroads with some of the most influential figures in town, his rivalry with Sonny remains a key focus of his plans. By getting involved with Ava, he may be able to use her financial situation to his advantage, striking a blow to Sonny and asserting his dominance in the criminal underworld. But he also knows that Ava is not someone to be underestimated. She is a skilled operator in her own right, and if he's not careful, she could end up turning the tables on him. It's a high-stakes game, and only time will tell which of them will come out on top. As Ava and Cyrus begin their dealings, the tension between them is palpable. Ava is not the type of person who easily trusts others, especially when it comes to someone like Cyrus. But she also knows that her options are limited, and she must do what she can to protect her future. Meanwhile, Sonny will undoubtedly be watching this situation closely, trying to figure out what his old nemesis is up to and how to stop him before he can do any more damage. This is a moment of reckoning. She has always prided herself on being able to navigate the dangerous world of Port Charles. But this time, the stakes are higher than ever. Her financial crisis is more than just a business setback. It's a threat to everything she holds dear. As she moves forward in her dealings with Cyrus, she will need to rely on all of her instincts and cunning to survive, and, ultimately, to decide if the price of her salvation is worth the cost. Fans of General Hospital will be on the edge of their seats as this thrilling storyline unfolds. Ava's decision to turn to Sonny's nemesis is a bold move, one that promises to have far-reaching consequences for her and everyone around her. The tension between Ava, Sonny, and Cyrus is sure to escalate, and the power dynamics in Port Charles will be forever altered as a result. Will Ava get the financial help she needs, or will she find herself caught in a deadly game she can't control? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: General Hospital fans are in for one wild ride. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.